more we are together, together. The more we are together, together. The more we are together, Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay,
President, very supportive council of pastors that here present. Our own handsome and good-looking open president of the Kenya South. I recognize you. Mr. President, knowing who you are, your status, your pedigree, and your openness, I will have to give this information so that you can do justice on it. At the tail end of that song, the IBP inserted a particular. What is the point of the stanza? He said, for your wife, it's my wife.
In Rotary Club of Omole-Golden.
I wonder how it turned to the choir of Goliath, who, when they are singing him, they will put something else that is not in the hymn book. For your wife is my wife. I think the essence of today has to do justice, as to making the IPP tell us why he's putting his something in word or a stanza that is not in the voting book. I submit.
That's a very celestial observation. Thank you, my doyen. Yes. I say, I hope you've noted that. Good. PhD just said, sir.
I think the observation of the Shaka president is very good. The observation is very good. But he has forgotten that in this club we have a tradition. We don't miss that tradition. I think the leadership is as many did not take care of that tradition is going to come. What IPT is the right thing. Is the right thing. I said the same thing here. You can come back. Yes or no? I say, I mentioned that. For your one, I said it because that.
All right, my sir.
So
our doyen is saying here is that this is the Rotary songbook. And my wife and your wife. So I say, please visit our very well. Handsomely, the IPP and our PhD visit them. Because I don't know why you want to mislead the incoming members and all of us. We that we are white, you want us to become another person's wife.
Can I say something?
Yes, sir.
I want to speak about your statement because the point of the president is very powerful. No doubt about that. Then my example, then I want you to come back to me.
Our institution was wants to observe, sir.
My distinguished, intelligent, intellectual, old president.
Thank you, my AG, sir.
You know, you are now supported by another old president beside you, so you can't feel. You understand? What our past assistant governor has just said has kept me bothered and worried. That when we have our own leaders, you know, in the last meeting, he was emphasizing that I served the club, I served the district, and I had a lot. and I will always go by yours. So I'm now surprised that the same assistant governor that is getting from our own son. My HP, I know you know how to handle the situation. Please, don't fail us.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, my say is 5,000 here. Observation.
Does it have 10,000 so I can sit down and use?
Do you want him to sit down? Do you want him to sit down?
No.
Collect your 5,000.
Just give him the mic, please give him the mic, 5,000. Yeah, I will.
Take your 5,000. Good.
Madam President, we have to do something here. And what we have to do is what the judges did at the submission on the last election. The judges were not looking at that. Is really sacrosanct about them. Don't look at what goes on the street, what goes on social media, to them in making their judgment. They look at the law. However, what I want to say is that I want to beg that we actually be shocked on PhD adjustment. I will tell you why. In those times that they have said that some of them are saying, they were filled with joy and they say it as addition for not here. But in the spirit of the fact that they are using the joy of their heart to say, I will plead on your behalf. And why I actually I was at Rotary Club of the Kejas, and they were talking about so many things that would make them have more members. And I recall that Rotary said he went to some of the members now to know why are they not coming. And there was a particular one that told him that there was a particular time that another member quoted my wife. So it was that judgment that I felt that I could bring that experience so that we will stop telling your wife, this fine, right? So I don't think that happened like that I can get it now. You not have message. So in view of that, we have got our lesson. I know PhD we also tell those people that I joining like I did. And I would not want us to actually be too hard on him this morning. Thank you.
Is it based on that you have 5,000? On
that
5,000.
Okay, I'm taking 10,000.
That is very good. Another 5,000 for PhD and adjusted statements of offense. But our IPP is still there. So, FA, put that down. All right, good. What IPP is still there. IPP is still there. So IPP coordinated to the SA section. But I'm sure my IPP, are you not going to come before SA?
So long you don't stay
Are you not going to be before SA?
so long you don't stay beyond my threshold, I will wait.
Okay. Because with what Dwayne just said now, it's not good to mislead everybody here. Okay, our second song is going to come from our Judge Nkoli. Yeah, that's US boss. All the, all those connections. We want to hear that song from you. Not your voice, eh? Yes. All those Facebook, everything, all those social media. I want to hear that song because this particular one is going back there. Where is the mic? Everything has changed. Everything.
Morning, my Rotary presidents.
My thing, you need to hold our IPP down very well today. Eh? If it's going, make sure that at that point of going out, you collect your money from him.
Okay. Good morning, my chair and president. I also recognize the whole president from Rotary the South. Good morning, sir. My chapter president, IPP, and other members of the high table. I also want to recognize my own brother and friend, who is the immediate RCC secretary, and also I think it's my brother, Ichie Azuarinze, it's my brother. Yeah, I is in house, my past president and fellow chairs. My president has mandated me to take a song this morning. I thought I wasn't going to do that this morning, but who am I to say no to the president this morning? Thank you. Yeah, so because I'm going to also give a presentation on positive peace, I have to ensure that everything I do is very peaceful. I don't want to take up the issue of the IPP and code this morning because that issue was already facing negative peace here. We don't want war in our club, please. But let's just leave it at that point. So you can go with me on page 11. If you have the song booklet, go to page 11. And that song says, if you're happy and you know it. That's the song I'll be taking this morning. And I'll be doing that with some of 5,000 naira.
Thank you. Let's do a round of applause. 5,000 naira.
Thank you. They don't clap for me. I don't mind. Thank God you say
I can see some people did not clap. Those who didn't clap, write them down. I see Mama Balogun, she's not clapping. Rotary and Prince was just like that. Oh yeah.
But it's a commission that can make money. Why people are not clap as well? Because if Rotary can give us 5,000, it's not the Nigeria.
Sure. Give us 10,000.
He gave us 10,000. Yes. How could somebody have been $1? We saw it in TikTok, everything. Okay, and you are 5,000 everywhere. You have made the meeting for over 2 months. 3,000 and National President, you have to do something better. I think that was very good.
Our people Maju.
Thank you. Man, look at that, man. Look at everything.
You heard it when our IPP said
look at that.
Has changed.
I think now, I can see now.
Everything has changed.
Look at it. Look at
I will just 5,000.
My Rotarian president, in as much as I would love to do that, but all of us know that
my PP favor Maju. You said you're going to talk to us on peace this morning, and everybody is not happy. How will there be peace? They are not happy with what you are doing.
My brother is even smiling. My brother is smiling. Okay. All the men that want to do Lala, I'm sure they are the ones that want to support me this morning.
Okay, I put 1,000.
Yes.
I put 1,000.
Yes, see, my brother is supporting me 5,000 naira.
Wow, that's so brother. From day, God bless you, sir. 5,000 naira. Well done. Well done.
Because I don't want to take over your wife, so I give one. Yes.
Right. Come and take your 1,000 naira.
Yeah, my age is supporting me with 5,000 naira. My village is going to support because I don't want to raise this issue.
Our PH Rotary gave us 1,000 naira.
Oh,
in support of that song.
Thank you, my CP.
My AGR, they gave us 5,000. That's 11,000 naira for that song.
So 5,000 naira from
AGR, that's is that 16,000 naira for that song. Can we go to 20?
Okay, I'll make it up to 20. Okay, thank you, thank you. I want to mention you, the one that has supported me. And we'll take the song so that we won't take much of our time. Okay, are we all on page 11? Okay. La 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 la. Do 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 do. Mi re do 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 mi la so do re mi. Wow. Song, but what clap? Well, okay, fine. Let's be talking on peace. Let us be at peace. Okay, let's take the song. If you're happy, are you know it? Clap your hands. Let there be like you're happy, are you know it? Clap your hands. If you're happy, are you know it? Are you truly want to show it? If you're happy, are you know it? Clap your hands. If you're happy, are you know say Rotary? If you're happy, are you know say Rotary? If you're happy, I know it. I truly want to show it. If you're happy, I know it's a Rotary. You're happy, I know it's a hello. If you're happy, I know it's a hello. If you're happy, I know it. I truly want to show it. If you're happy, I know it's a hello. If you're happy, I know it's all your friends. If you're happy, you know it's hard to pray. If you're happy, you know it. Are you sure? If you're happy, you know it's hard to pray. Your son, you know it sits down. If you're happy, you know it sits down. If you're happy, you know it. You truly want to show it. If you're happy, you know it sits down. If you're happy, you know it's to them all. You're happy, you know it's to them all. And so, don't afraid, sit down. If you're happy, you know it. I truly want to share it. If you're happy, you know it's to them all. Thank you, my president. Oh, thank you. Okay. Nebel, please. That's fine. And that's it. Good morning, sir. I greet you. Good morning. You're welcome, sir. We have AG Basira Balogun in the house. Good morning, ma. Okay. Oh, Basira Giwa, sorry. Sorry, Basira Giwa. Good morning, ma. And we have our PE in the house, Anson Song. Good morning, sir. You're welcome.
All right, thank you everyone. And a quick one, let's have the first song from our club admin. It's been a while. It's been a while. We've not heard your voice. It's all this packaging, beautiful, lovely gown. You're going to catwalk for us this morning. Yeah, you're going to. Please give us the first song for this morning, ma'am. Thank you. They're waiting for you. Okay, we have some members online. We have Rotary Liz Adegbola online. Good morning, sir. Rotary Tola Ola. Good morning. And all Rotarians in my house. My son is going to be one of the same school worshiping. But I want to transfer the dojo and the lala to my PhD Johnson. Oh, PhD Johnson. Oh, I have okay, no problem. No problem, it's okay. Go on, we are doing well. No, we're not paying him, just pay and I don't think so. Because I don't want to bother you. Okay. Where are you going? With how much? And you want to go and pass the night to him just like that? No. With how much? Okay, first. They hope they are just there. No, my okay, my can you imagine? And award winning they are just there. 5,000 naira. No, sir. He's the youngest among us. You are missing it. Are you not, sir? The youngest among us, man. You can hear her. She said I'm missing it. No, not you. My IPP was talking, I said it's missing. On this side table. I'm sorry. So why is the youngest? That's Frank. Why is the youngest? Don't push him to that old age. Are you old, sir? Essay. We can't give you PhD adjusted for 5,000 naira. Look for somebody else. Let me look for my category. Yes. Yes. Please. Rotarian. Okay. Pattern is here. Pattern is here. If Rotary Aniola can do it, if pass it to her, that would be nice to hear her voice too. Rotarian president. Or Rotarian state president. We are going to be singing the song of page 15 when the saints go marching in. So I will do and lie on behalf of do mi sola, mi re, mi re do mi so fa, do mi sola, mi do re do. Olúwa. Which page are we? Page 15. This same page 15. Oh, when the things go marching, oh, when the things go marching. We said we should not do not singing. That's what I did. Please do it again. Take it again. Quickly. Do me sola, do me sola, do me sola, mi do mi re, mi re do mi la 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 do mi sola, mi do re do. Okay, that's okay. It's all right. It's all right. I have to take it over, Roseanne. Oh, when they sing, oh, when they sing, go marching in. Oh, when the things go marching in, marching in, to be in the combat. When the things go marching in, when the sun shines.
Yeah.
I want to be
You can close my door, okay.
when the sun
Close my door outside. Sonny, you don't check everywhere.
You want to be in the number of the things to share. When we say
Every day, you don't check everywhere.
Fellowship, to be in the number. Everything in fellowship. Oh, when we say humanity, oh, when we say humanity, Thank you. That's a nice one. Thank you very much. I want to welcome our VP Azan Ali Ogu. You're welcome. The captain of all the agents in our midst. Our own very.
That's not be another border more. That's not be. That's not be.
Can we have any apology? Mr. Akiroko, you are welcome soon.
Wait, don't stop by yourself. I don't want to discuss it.
Please introduce your guest if you have a guest. Introduce your guest. We have Rotary and Rachel Adeyemi online. Good morning, ma'am. PP John. Good morning, sir. Rotary. Good morning, my president. Co-president Esther Sukomi Amoye. We welcome you, ma. You're welcome. Thank you. And we have Rotarian Sam Mako Iton online. Rotarian Adetola, good morning. Thank you for joining us. Do we have any guests? Introduction of guests, please.
Sammy Mono, the online, no. Sammy Mono is online. My co-president, we have joining us at this breakfast meeting today, the person of Adela for Adela. Once they wrote an author,
and he's into event management, and he's a human rights activist. Thank you. You're welcome.
Okay, please speak. President, from Gary's family. He's into real estate. He's a guest of our own president. Thanks for joining us this morning. And I have Mr. Israel Oyamide. He's into digital marketing. He's also a guest of our own president. Both of them have been with us for like 3 or 4 times now, and we hope you join us soon. Thank you.
All right, thank you. You're all welcome to Rotary Club of Omole-Golden. Rotarians, please, you have to introduce yourself.
Good morning, the president and entire members of Omole-Golden. My name is Rotarian Tunji Olale, District Governor nominee, Rotary South, District 1145. Thank you.
President, Rotary Club of the South. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you, sir. Good to have you here. Please, we want somebody to start passing the mic. Okay, Rotary, Asia and the one is
President, our respected ADG, the doing of this great club, my fellow agents, assistant governors, past presidents of this beautiful club, fellow Rotarians, and friends of Rotary. My name is Azu Arinze. Thank you very much. I am currently an assistant governor. I am a proud member of the prestigious Rotary Club of the South.
Thank you. Thank you.
My classification is journalism, media practice. Thank you very much. So nice to be in your midst.
Thank you. Thank you. Other visiting Rotarians. Rotarian, please bring it to our AG.
President, fellow Rotarians, good morning, everybody.
Good morning, ma'am.
I am Basira, the past president of the Rotary Club of Baghdad. I'm currently an assistant governor of the district. And I'm here not just to visit, because I have more than one relationship with this various, some individual Rotarian or Rotary activity that surpasses any Rotary event. Another one just looking at me, the captain who will never go, I'm sure you wear that brother you will be but I'm here today that this is why we are here today. We are going to sanction your own president because she did not introduce herself properly to this show. I actually brought some bullets. Please look at the list of our past presidents. Look at it. The number 4th president, 1988-87. Olu, Point of order, Madam President. Point of order. Point of order, Madam President. Point of order. Point of order.
Go ahead, sir.
Madam President.
Go ahead, sir.
Point of order.
And then you can go on with your point.
My PhD, let's our.
Are you permitting me to finish?
Okay, point of order.
My response, Mr. President, our distinguished past President of Law, we have two officials and yes, our friend. I think the president asked the AG, you are waiting to success. You are going beyond that now. And you are violating the rules of the president. That should not be done. Thank you.
Apologies to you, sir. So we shall address that when we get to that. Well, I mean, the sergeant arms have not got. Thank you.
Thank you, our past president, our AG, and the Mama Woju of Rotary International. Thank you, ma'am. You're all welcome. And online we have a visiting Rotarian. The name of whole president Esther Zukomi Amoye. She's our guest this morning. And I also have Tunji Olale here. Tunji Olale here. I don't know, I can see DGN. Okay. All right. Okay, you're welcome, sir. Okay.
Thank you, the president and entire members. I appreciate.
Apologies. We don't have any apologies. Okay.
Thank you, my own president. We have apology from Rotarian or staff, Rotarian Olakunle Adeyo.
All right, thank you. So I'll go to the business of the day, and that's the behind the gavel. The behind the gavel for Friday, 10th November 2023. I said, dear Golden Hope Rotarians, guests and friends of Rotary family, I warmly welcome you all to today's meeting. This is our 5th month of creating hope in the world, and the second fellowship in November. November is in Rotary is the Rotary Foundation month. November in the Rotary monthly observance is for the Rotary Foundation. It is a known fact that the Rotary Foundation is the soul of Rotary. Let us step up our giving and be sure to contribute meaningfully to the Rotary Foundation this month. For the continuous advancement of world understanding, goodwill, and peace, through this, we will continue the improvements of health, support for education, and other area of focus in Rotary. Please, I want to beg all of us that has pledged during the DG visit, redeem your pledges. And I pray that heaven will reward you and bless you all. Amen. Our annual dues. Front payments of annual dues is what makes you stand out as a Rotarian in good standing. I implore you not to wait till the last minute before paying your dues. It is mandatory. Remember, you cannot vote. You cannot be voted for in this coming election without your annual due. In fact, if you are owing any SA, if you are owing any of the mandatory, including the pledges that you made to the club, you will not be allowed to vote because that's owing. You are owing. If you are owing, you will not vote, you will not be voted for. So please clear all your pledges, all your dues. We are Rotarians. Let us continue to do it with integrity. That's what we always preach. Then RC Omole-Golden is an all-area club. This made us goldenly unique and a pride to the Rotary. The sum of 65,000 is all that it takes for you to be area compliant. The payment goes into your Rotary Foundation account. You should build up over the years and make you step up into a new level. That's when you see yourself being addressed with that PHF pin. That means you are a PHF. Our board meeting for November. Our monthly board meeting will be held on Sunday, 19th. Our host is our PE, Julie Oguleye. Details will be shared later. Club election. The election committee screened one candidate in person of Rotarian Dr. Omole-Golden for the post of President Nominee Designate, PND. The outcome will be shared by our electoral chairman. Other elective officers, the election will be taking place next week, Friday, the 17th of November. Further details will be shared by our electoral chairman. Innovative peace building and conflict prevention program. Today, we will be having our dear PP Favor Madu, Peace Ambassador, as our guest speaker. She will take us through the word of peace. The topic is concept of positive peace. Please let us listen and enjoy it. Rotary Foundation in focus. We shall have a guest speaker on Rotary Foundation in person of PDG Jide Akeredolu, the chairman District Rotary Foundation. He will take us on a ride into the world of the Rotary Foundation. This time we are all aware of what our foundation stands for and what it entails. The details is the date is 24th of November. Keep the date open to be fully informed about Rotary Foundation, the heartbeat of Rotary. The Rotary Foundation Seminar. This is scheduled for Thursday, 23rd November 2023. The venue is the Rotary Center, 8 Lado Akitola, Ikeja GRA. The time is 11 a.m. prompt. Dinner and Dance 2023. This takes place in Muson Center, Lagos on Sunday, 26th of November. The time is 4 p.m. and the ticket is 70,000 naira. It's usually an event that everyone usually look forward to. Then monthly Rotary education in the comfort of your home. The third edition for this Rotary year will take place on Sunday, 11th of November 2023. The time is 8:30 to 10 a.m. and it's via Zoom. And there's a thank you note here for special appreciation to all Rotarians for finding time to attend PP Oladipo events and Rotarian Femi Modupe celebration. This of celebration will never cease in our home. Thank you for finding time to join them. And our coming event is Rotarian Akinroku Akinola's 58th birthday and book launching. The date is 25th November. Thank you. Further details have been shared on the platform and it will continue to be shared. Can you keep the date open? Let us be the golden way and keep our dear ones and love. Let us be the golden way and give our dear ones the support and love they need. November birthday celebrants. All birthday celebrants for November will be gifted and celebrated as our last fellowship of the month. I wish them all a happy birthday. Fellow Rotarians, I'm going to hand this behind the gavel for today with this saying on doing good. That is, you have not lived until you've done something good for someone who can never repay you. Please, let us continue to be people of action by creating hope in the world and in ourselves. Thank you all for listening. I remain yours in Rotary service, Rotarian Veronica, Susan, Adenike, Isijola, your whole president for 2023-2024. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Distinguished Rotarians, please, do we have any comment from the behind the gavel? Observation, plus, minus, addition to the behind the gavel, please. Okay, sir.
Well, President, distinguished Rotarians and friends, I just want to add to what you mentioned about my election. Can I go ahead, ma'am? Or would I be?
Go ahead, sir.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Just like you mentioned, we had the screening. Nominate their signatures. We have just one entry. And we have just one entry in the person of Rotarian Bakari. And she was screened last week. Based on the screening, she had an overall score of 72%. However, she still needs to go through the yes votes, which will happen next week, to confirm her status as president nominee designate. So that will happen next Friday. I want to use up this medium to also invite all members to that session that will be happening next week, where we'll be electing officers for 2024-2025 that will be supporting our presidents-elect. This Friday, please note that it's strictly for members. Strictly for members. My secretary, please, you need to help circulate that on necessary platform so that we won't have guests and they won't feel, why didn't you inform us before? Thank you very much.
If whoever is doing, are they going to pay? If you have not paid your annual dues, are you going to vote? You need to let us know, sir.
You already mentioned it.
I need you. You are the chairman, sir. Please.
Okay, so what we'll do, for the sake of those who are not physically here as well, we'll post the guideline again on our various platforms so that everybody will be informed. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We have our Goyen.
Mr. A.G. Oshinobosi, Chairman of the Meeting Committee. I want to ask the question. Because it wasn't part of the report, whether the nomination is closed or it will still be open till day of election as we used to do. Because that by statutory standard is going to be an assembly. That's why we wanted to have non-members within us. So we would like to know if nomination is closed, and it is not also bad for us to know what are the nominations that we have taken for each of the positions. 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Goyen. I think we want an update. So far, that's what our doing is trying to tell you, that I need to update on our electoral chairman. My AG, I'm recommending you specially.
Past president, guests and friends.
Where the essay? Can you see how age of people is intimidating? It's just something about the age. I don't get it. I'm really glad to behave yourself. Where is that coming from?
HLC were very different, and behind the scene we have spoken about it, so I'm sure that one is taken. It's been taken care of. However, suffice to say that this information that we're hearing this morning, especially about the president nominee, we should have gotten it last week. In case we have someone who actually wanted to, or we have a team who were supposed to, according to our bylaws, we should have had that before now. However, I think it's part of it. I was around, but we didn't have it. For the second one, my president, I differ on the one that you said. People eat, and I think that it was a joke. So that's why we'll keep it as so. So that, you know, I can't say that. You see, observing this observation, you can see how my you are not recognized. How is it for the my president, this is my
president, you are still in charge. This is yeah. You can be accountable. When the president our president cannot be said to be joking. We can't say our president is passing a joke. We gavel. Please take back that. Take it back. Take it back. Mr. Happy. I'm saying it to my president. My age was just opening his mouth to leave me.
So my age addressor, point of order. Thank you, sir.
We have our part president and district governor. When AG was saying president making a joke, the place look at the face of the president. What time this job coming like this? That when the president is speaking, somebody outside because you are an AG, you are the captain, you can do what you can do. So this was one reason when it's not known to play, why is it this way now? And when it comes in, everybody should know that when you come, when you came, the same thing he stabilized the whole thing. Because it's an AG, I'm going to, it's not because you are not the first AG. And why are you doing that?
Thank you, sir. My age actually was the half the floor. They tell him to sit down.
My own president, they need to know that this is okay. And even in Igbo, hope is ready. So in response to my doyen's report, as we speak, we have the following offices being nominated: Office of Secretary, Vice President, we have just one nomination. Vice President, we have one nomination.
Okay.
One nomination come from different people. They nominated the same person. So we have one nomination for that. Same for treasurer, same for secretary. But for SA, we have 1, 2, election nomination for SA. So
We have three candidates.
for SA.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yes.
So, fellow Rotarians don't have any vacant one.
Okay.
All right. Next week is our election. Please take note. There are criteria for you to vote for and for you to vote. Please take note of that. Do we have any committee reports?
See why the committee report.
Okay, please go ahead, sir. Right. All right, our AG Oshinibosi, is the nomination still open? Please, our members should come out. If you want to contest for any position, please come out. It shouldn't be a one-man show or something like that. It's an election. It is an election. Please, people should come out. Render yourself for service. Nominate whoever we feel that is okay for the job, and the election will be done. So, is the mic now okay?
President, still open based on our submission last week.
Yeah.
So till the morning of the election
day. Okay, but can we still be having it on the platform, probably on the strictly platform? These are the position, elective position for members, so that maybe more awareness. I don't know. I think on the platform, sir.
So what should we be posting on the platform?
The position for the election.
We'll just be updating.
Updating, yes, sir.
Right.
Dorian, not the person.
I want to thank the nominating committee this time around, because they have introduced a new dimension, digital dimension, into the nomination process. And I want to assure you that since in most cases our tradition is that the nomination closes at the commencement of the election. I know one nomination, if you recall, most of the time one nomination comes in towards election day. So we should just like the president has said, please encourage people by putting that message on the platform again. But I'm sure by the character and culture of our club, more nomination will come towards the end. Thank you.
So during the week, I've had series of I won't say it's accusation, but discussion around this. And I told those that called it that our role as nominating committee is not to encourage members to do anything in that regard. It's the responsibility of the club as a whole to drive that process. we are umpires. Okay, so we won't encourage you to go for anything. We won't do anything. Our program is to update you on the calendar. Our process starts this is our process, blah, blah, blah. But to encourage you to go and contest, or that's not part of our duty. Thank you very much.
I believe that my age is just trying to take us apart. Madam President, this we discussed at the vaccine, we still beginning. He owns the process. Madam President, for because we're learning and we need to put it in perspective. Now, the installation, the nominating committee are the ones that have their calendar. They are the ones telling us, even what is telling us this morning now. I believe that should have even been communicated to us before now, so that we are well aware of those who, because, for instance, should we get there next week, I will now notice that we don't even have a secretary, nobody vying for the post of the secretary. So what we're saying is that they own the process. If you instruct the secretary to post it for you, that's fine. But they own the process, that's supposed to be, if they could update us almost every day. I told you that I did at the back seat is my friend. Yesterday when we were eating fish, I told him that for me, I didn't even know that next week is the elections. I thought it was today, and that's why you see that I'm dressed with my, I didn't even know. It's not his problem. It is his problem. He's the one to update us. He wants to tell us everything that we're doing. The executive cannot change his format and what he's supposed to do for him. They can't do the job for him. They have to do the job, and that's a secretary to work with him. Thank you, my president.
Okay, my AG, Apelogon. AG Apelogon, please. My electoral chairman, Sam, there is electoral secretary, and I believe at every point the thing should be posted on the Rotary platform so that everybody will be on the same page. Everybody should be on the same page. As it is all silent on the platform. Most members doesn't really know what is happening. Yes, it is every day on the platform.
My own president, you can't go against your order. They are just telling us now that we have to post it every day. But on your request, we'll go ahead.
Okay, sir.
But in our own bylaw, we all have that time of that assignment as our time of reference. And we go by our bylaw. We will always communicate based on the process, but we won't encourage any member to go for any post. We will pay based on the process. Let our members not be lazy. We will post on the platform. Our AG is saying he doesn't know that the election is next week. After we posted, we were at the assembly. Again, for fellowship, we mentioned the.
Okay, our AG is okay, but let us always have the update every day on the platform. Yes, ma'am. Yes, but we have a secretary for electoral committee.
We have one.
Thank you, sir. God bless you, sir. Well done. You're doing well, my electoral chairman and all the committee members. Thank you for that. So we have a guest speaker since we don't have a committee report.
For my president, fellow Rotarians, friends of the guests of the Rotary family. I'll be giving reports on RILA, Rotary Youth Leadership Academy. Over the months, we had people promise to sponsor families. I would like to urge us all to please fulfill our pledges of sponsoring at least one Rylarian. And the screening of the Rylarian for our club is November 15th, that will be next week, Wednesday. So if you have a candidate, please reach out to the youth chair. We are always updating on the platform. Please check the platform for the youth chair's number, then reach out to him and regards your candidates. Thank you, my president.
Distinguished Golden Rotarians of Omole-Golden, we've all made pledges that we want to sponsor 1 or 2 or 3, even 10 Nigerians. I want to thank everybody for coming forth for that commitment. Thank you for making those pledges. And I want to also thank those people that have paid. And I want to plead with those people that have not paid, those people that are still, that will still kept on putting their names on the platform. Please redeem your pledges for Ryland. We still have a lot of people. We don't want to be calling names, but they are all on the platform. Please redeem your pledges. As we always say, please let us always do it with integrity. The election is there. I kept on saying it. If you are owing, you will not vote, you will not be voted for. If you are owing, when we say owing, even if you made a pledge, you didn't redeem it, we are all Rotarians. If you are owing, you will not be voted for, you will not vote. Yes, thank you.
Good morning, my president. Good morning, fellow Rotarians. I just want to inform the House that our project at Ajah High School will commence this week. Thank you.
Thank you. Yazan, you have something to say in support of what I've said or what they've said? Okay.
President, I'm always very passionate about membership. When it comes to membership, I'm always very passionate. And if you I was only allowing for the week before. We have people that please to the and then look as members. Now, my president, we have started seeing signs of inconsistency in terms of attendance. And some of them have actually paid, but we can't, because people just walk into the club and then they're just coming in. We should have that firepower in the deal to start. If you are coming in fast, people are coming in to start. At this point, because it's time that we do them explain why old members are missing the paper, are missing the member. What it shows is that these people that we are looking at might have problem with them when they become. All right, that is one. And I saw my president where we are partnering going to two members, two independent members for us. And I'm wondering, you say these people have attended meeting for 3 times, and I'm wondering why they will appear in our meeting. When they are appearing, they have attended meeting for 3 times. So, at the point, if they come for the first time and they are not properly dressed like we want them to be dressed as a player, the second time when they come, we should tell them, because we should guide them into becoming members of this club. That is my assumption.
All right, thank you. Our PK Azan. PJ, just say you want to say something? Yes.
Parents are there for the solution on the payment. Pledges is not part of it now. For those that pledge as if you are owing SA or you are not paying due as a 20, those are the people that are caught up.
All right.
It's not part of it. Thank you.
It's okay. Thank you, sir. So please, if you've made pledges for Ryla, kindly pay. Thank you. So at this point, we are going to have our guest speaker, Rotary Akinropo, please. We want you on this side of the hall. Our guest speaker for today is PP Favor Maju. And Rotary Akinropo is the vice chair, peace and conflict prevention. Okay. So Akinropo, give us a minute. We have in our midst this morning our highly revered PDG, Dele Balogun. Please let's give him a round of applause. They are here on a mission. Although our PDG is always here, is an Omole-Golden person, Rotarian by extension. So he's our father. Then now we have our own highly revered PD AG Basira Giwa. So let's see. Those that are not clapping, please note them. Those that are doing right talk, note them. Thank you for clapping well. So they are here on a mission for vision. So let's have them.
My whole president. Coming here is actually like coming home. I appreciate all of you, especially some of you looking very different today. Some are looking younger and some are very colorful in their mode of dressing. I'm here. Want to say thank you to your club. You've been very, very active as far as blindness prevention is concerned. And now that District 9110 is on its way out, we have a lot of legacies that will outlive District 9110. One of them is the Rotary Eye Hospital. Rotary Eye Hospital is a hospital that belongs to the Rotary District. And your club, just like Rotary Club of Eco Atlantic, like Rotary Club of Agiti, like Rotary Club of Bagada, have been actively involved in blindness prevention programs at the Rotary Eye Hospital. I will ask the eye surgeon to please join me. And share it. We are here to say thank you to you because some years ago, your club sponsored fully 50 eye surgeons at the Rotary Eye Hospital. Give yourself a round of applause. We are also here because your current president is from a family that has been actively involved in blindness prevention. I remember my first set of glasses came from the $, and that was very many years ago, over 40 years ago. We are here because we are asking your club, your members, to support the Rotary Eye Hospital. We want the club to be actively involved in sponsoring candidates for blindness prevention programs. And we want individuals from your club to also replicate what some Rotarians have done. When A.G. Ben Okumale had his birthday, I think it was his 40th, 50th, he sponsored surgery on some of the poor members of the community. Rotarian Sam Olaiwola followed suit when he celebrated his 70th birthday. Sponsored 10 candidates. And his club, Rotary Club of Agiti, decided to match what he did Sam Olaiwola gave 500,000 for 10 candidates for eye surgery. And the club responded by matching that 500,000 with another 500,000 for eye surgeries. So apart from the club, even individuals can sponsor attention at the eye hospital. You can sponsor the very, very poor members of the community. Those that require eye surgery will still do our surgeries at 50,000 naira, despite the fact that naira has depreciated in value, and some hospitals in Ikeja now do the same surgery at 650,000 naira. That means we need a lot of support from Rotarians to be able to continue even at that rate. So I'm asking you, especially the Home President, to champion the cause of assisting at the Rotary Eye Hospital. By the way, in the next Rotary year, the name of the eye hospital will change because it will not be a property of District 9221 and District 9112. But the services will remain the same. So I'm using this opportunity to say thank you to Rotary and Favor, your past president. And like for the Patrice, I'm asking Rotary Shikola to give up to her billing. She has a relationship with the Rotary Club of Bagada, one of the co-sponsors of the eye hospital. And I was there when she was being inducted as the president of the club, during which she promised that she would do some eye surgeries in a year. So I have always been a friend of this club. I don't have a choice. My wife is a member of the church. And today is a special day for me because as I was about entering into this hotel, I was given a brand new pair of glasses at the donation from the Rotary Eye Hospital. So I'm wearing these glasses for the very first time today, and my wife is seeing it for the very first time. So please, put the children and respect the Lord from you. Basira, do you have anything you want to add? Just one. Thank you. My president, can you permit us to say a word or two?
We simply 30 seconds because we have already distributed a review of the literature to enlighten us more on the background to it, and it will be continuous because this club sponsored 50 eye surgeries 2 years ago. We had 50 people retaining their sight free of charge, courtesy of Omole-Golden. And then we were looking forward to more because the international partners were getting a bit worried that our numbers were not impressive. I mean, we're seeing 30, 50 surgeries every month. We had to explain to them the numbers will increase if we have them free. Those 30 people that we are doing every month were actually people squeezing the 50,000 from their hard-earned fund. 50,000, yes, that sounds cheap compared to this 250,000 at Lassos, the 650,000 naira for many of the private sectors around. So the 50,000 that we are charging will not be able to ensure we pay our volunteers. We know the medical and surgical team. They actually, as a matter of fact, we source them from out of Lagos. So that's why we want to go around and remind people. And there was going to be a little bit of a subtle blackmail for Omole-Golden that the president, an optometrist, an ophthalmologist, and an eye specialist all rolled into one. There was an eye screening exercise during the time at Sherry. And your club also gave about 150 free glasses after we screened them. And when we were sorting out the prescription, and then somebody looked at it and said 1.5. and your whole president said 150. The person argued with her, no, it's not 150, it's 1.5. And when the argument went on, and I looked at the person who was arguing with your whole president, and I told her, she's right, because she understands the lingo of the industry. That is the specialty. She will not be an apology, but she lives right in there. And the second one, when the PTG Balogun said she has a relationship with Rotary Club of Bagada, I actually brought the Bagada weekly news bulletin to show Rotary Club of Omole-Golden that the fourth president of Rotary Club of Bagada was past president Olu-Isijola, 1988 to 1987 to 1988. And so I don't even know what she's doing here. She's actually our wife, but it's good for spread, just like your incoming president. He has introduced a minimum of 5 credible Rotarians to Rotary Club of Bagada. I also want to. You understand what I mean by, besides just wanting to patronize anybody, I have credible reasons why I have a lot of respect for this club. There's a particular past president of this club that assisted in actually pulling the Rotaract out of poverty. And that is the story for us. So we want to thank you. I hope that this will have made some impression. To please speak to friends, speak to acquaintances, speak to corporate organizations who help us in our drive to reduce the scourge of preventable blindness. Because it's not just for the recovering the sight of the afflicted, but it rolls back on the socioeconomic activity of everybody around that when the person is no longer dependent on the immediate family. Thank you very much.
Thank you very, very much, sir, and thank you, ma'am. With what we have for this year, we are going to come back to AG Balogun or AG Basiragiwa, because we're actually going to do free classes, we're going to do eye screening, and we're going to do free surgical cataract surgery during this Rotary year. And next month, like I told my AG, that is disease prevention and control month. We are going to do that month. And I can also assure you that from where I'm coming from, we have Alfred Rotimi Isijola Vision Foundation. I'll get back to them and I'll tell them that this is a partner. The Rotary International District 9110 has an eye hospital that we can actually sponsor. That the foundation can, our foundation can actually sponsor at least every year. And we'll be doing that. I will talk to them. I will talk to the board of Alfred Rotimi Vision Foundation. That is our own personal foundation. So we will always support. So I will still come back to you. I have some questions concerning the one we're going to do for the club and how we're going to go about it. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. So on our personal level, the Golden Rotarians, please, for our birthday, it's good to say, okay, for my birthday, I want to sponsor a surgical operation. Just use it to celebrate yourself. Just use it to say, thank you, God. They just said it now that it's 50,000. Although it's not as if 50,000 is cheap, but considering what other people are charging and what the benefits of that 50,000, what it will do in somebody's life, you cannot, you won't get it for that 50,000. It should be more than 50,000 by the time you are translating it. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, Dr. PTG Balogun and AG Basiragiwa. Thank you so much, ma'am. So, Rosemary Akinopo, let's have you, our guest speaker, people favor madam. Thank you.
Thank you, my president. Guests and friends, fellow Rotarians. So I am favored this morning to introduce not just our speaker, but my mentor, the person of PP Favor Adu. So I'm going to quickly read our profile. Favor, an entrepreneur and PR marketing specialist, is the Chief Executive Officer of Vision Concept, a signage and branding company. This company was founded as a result of her passion to support the Nigerian signage industry with premium quality sign materials and equipment. She joined the Rotary Club of Omole-Golden in 2014 and has served in various capacities within the club at the district level and beyond. Rotary Favor became the chairperson of Family of Rotary the first year she joined the club and worked with her team to ensure that the first family party held in December of 2014 was a success. Favor, as she's finally called, was the secretary of the club in 2015. The club had been chair for 2 consecutive years, chairman installation planning committee in 2020, president nominee and president-elect from November 2019 to June 2021. Her passion and commitment to Rotary in general bestowed more responsibilities on her at the district level, where she served meritoriously in several substantive committees, including serving 2 consecutive years as the president of the Rotary Alumni Association of District 9110. Please give a round of applause. That is not. It's not that. Esther, they are not clapping. Esther, they are not clapping.
Esther, they are not clapping. Start writing their names down.
They are not clapping. I will remind you some names in case you forgot at the right time. It is worthy of mention that it was during her tenure and for the first time that the association won a Global Alumni Service Award as the Alumni Association of the Year for exemplifying Rotary's outstanding alumni for 2019 and 2020 Rotary year. Another round of applause. PP Favor has received several recognitions within the Rotary community, including being a Paul Harris Fellow. She loves traveling and has traveled to attend numerous Rotary international conventions and programs, forming networks and building relationships, which are mutually beneficial to all, not only a club, but also to other clubs. Outside Rotary, Favor is actively involved in other voluntary services. She's a pioneer member and of the Central Executive Committee of South International Ministry since its inception in 2002 to present. Favor puts God first in everything she does and seeks guidance in her quest to make the world a better place in which to live. Favor is blessed with Esther, a beloved daughter whom she cherishes and adores. And of course, we too adore her. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you PP Madu Favor, my mentor.
Yeah. I want to say good morning once again. And thank you very much, my mentee, for that lovely edition of my profile. I also want to thank the Rotarian president for allowing me to do this present to the club, especially when it has to do with peace and how we can live in peaceful coexistence with our neighbor and the community. Without taking much of the time, so are you fine? Okay. So, I will try as much as possible to run this program for a very short time, because it's actually supposed to be in two parts, because we're talking about the concept of positive peace. So it's supposed to be in two parts, but I'll just give us an overview of what exactly we're talking about when we talk about when the Institute of Economics and Peace, what they are doing and what they are known for. They are known for building peace through the power of research, insight, and partnership. Well, if I want to ask us, what do you think peace should be? How much peace do you have when you work with others? How do you see peace? If somebody said peace to you, what comes to your mind? What resonates within you when someone says, I need peace? I know if I want to ask the men when they talk about what they mean by peace, they tell us different things, how they see peace in their homes. If we talk about peace at the business place, we'll have a different overview of what it should be. Even in the club that we are in right now, when we talk about peace in the club, I know we have a different overview about what it should be. If we can recollect today, when we were singing a song, your wife is my wife, your wife is your wife. My wife is your wife is my wife. We already created a little opera in this club this morning. Those are some of the information that can actually discuss the position in the gathering when people do not agree to what is being said. So let me just run through of what the Institute of Economics and Peace things. Peace is actually an independent, not-for-profit institution, is an independent, not-for-profit think tank dedicated to understanding the intersection between business, peace, and economics. It places a special emphasis on metrics to measure peace, operational peace, and the economic benefits of peace. Now I want to so I can go to what I want to talk about, just for us to run the research. Basically, what they have done so far is to run the research in three basic ways: talking about global peace index, talking about ecological threats reports, and also global terrorism. When we mention peace, there's a whole lot that have gone into our society that we have issues with. When we come to environment, we can have issues with not having a wonderful environment the way we want it. When they actually have a measurement of the global peace index when it has to do with research, and that same research have a key highlight on the 2023. The 2023 highlight has the average of peace coming to about 84 countries became more peaceful in 2023, and 79 countries deteriorated in peace. I mean, that will tell you that there's a whole lot that is happening in the world. And we, in our own way, can do the little we can to ensure that we have a peaceful society. I do not want to mention how we are faring in Nigeria, but it's actually a good place to analyze what is happening in Nigeria. I'm sure by the time I'll be done with the presentation, you'll be able to pinpoint the different various ways in the country that we have not had a peaceful coexistence. Not even mentioned for a few. Remember the October 20th issue as the massacre at Lekki toll gates. That created a whole lot of issues with us. But I just want, it's just like taking a snapshot of what peace should be and what it should not be. Also, we also find out that improvements have driven changes for terrorism impacts, political terror scale, and military expenditure. We know even in Nigeria we have military expenditures, and that should tell you to resonate some things within you that we have not gotten to that point of the kind of peace we need in the country. Okay, we also will look at the 10 most peaceful countries. You can see the list on there, the 10 most peaceful countries having, somebody said Nigeria. The 10 most peaceful country is Iceland. Iceland ranked #1. You go to Iceland, Iceland have everything it takes to have a peaceful nation. And the 10th one there is Switzerland. And there are a whole lot of index used in measuring that. I know, my president, I know I don't have more than 20 minutes, so I cannot start, mentioning a lot of them. If I have other time in the future, we could take our time to analyze each of them one after the other, but this is just like an overview for us to have in our mind. So we have some measures that they're using getting the 2023 Global Peace Index indicators. We will have measures of the ongoing domestic and international conflicts that has intensified in various organizations. We also have measures of societal safety and security in the society, and then measure of militarization in the society. Those are some of the indicators we use to measure peace in our community. So we have, after we have looked at 10 most peaceful countries, and this is another one, 10 least peaceful countries. We have Afghanistan measuring 163, and then Iraq here around 154. These countries here, as you can see, if you look at the various countries, you can also understand. We have Yemen, you know the issues we have in Yemen, because of the military takeover, means that country has not exhibited the kind of peace that is required. We also have the Global Terrorism Index, and some of the highlights we have for Global Terrorism Index. We have no improvement in terrorism in the last 3 years. Some of the highlights for the Global Terrorism Index. We also look at number of countries recording terrorism deaths unchanged in 2023. We have the sub-Sahara areas recorded the largest increase in deaths. We have these whole things happening in our various countries. Also, the Middle East area is not also left out in this particular issue. The other part of the research is about the ecological threat reports. Quite a lot of things has been mentioned there, and we have countries who have issues with all that, and the report focuses in, that was the last report they got was in 2022. I would say like by 2050, the population will be about 1.3 billion, and we have the world having about 40 less peaceful countries in 2050. All right. So after looking at the research that has been done, having an overview of what it is, we will now want to look at what positive peace is all about. Oh, you want to go to that slide? Just move to that side. So that's positive peace. Before he goes there, can somebody tell me, you want to give me a definition? The overview I will have the definition of peace. You want to try, which I remember?
Yeah, what am I
Of mine? A conducive environment for people to do whatever they want to do. When there is peace, you can do this, then you can live a positive life. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Miguel. What she has said is totally correct about what peace is. Remember when I started, I said peace means different things to a lot of us. It means different things to a man, and it means different things to a woman. It means different things to us as a club, what peace should be. So we are going to look at the type of peace that we have. We want to get to the next slide. What is peace? We have negative peace and we have positive peace. For us, peace is the absence of violence or fear of violence. That is the normal thing we know that peace is all about. The absence of all this means that we have negative peace. We don't have violence in the house does not mean that house is peaceful. We don't have violence in our club does not mean our club is peaceful. Yes, I mean, it's the absence of violence does not mean that we have a peaceful coexistence in the club. There are other elements that actually will say this is a peaceful coexistence in the club. So that's why we have the negative and we have the positive piece. But basically, our focus should be on institutions and structures that create and sustain peaceful society. An attitude, positive peace is an attitude. It's an institution. When we talk about the government institution, what institution has the government put in place to ensure that the society is sustainable? The society is looking so well and so good. And what are the structures in place? Sometimes, we complain that our government structure is this, our government structure is that. The school system is this, school system is that. All those things being there means that we are not having a positive peace. That is the right kind of peace that we are focused on. Now, under the positive peace, we have the 8. We're looking at it. I'm just going to run through that, the 8 elements of peace. So the 8 factors of positive peace, the 8 pillars of peace. Number 1 on that cycle there is a well-functioning government. Well-functioning government will create a positive peace. Somebody had mentioned also, while Rotary was talking, said, have a favorable business environment. So there we also have one of the as sound business environments. The sound business environment creates for positive peace. Low levels of corruption also is one of the pillars of positive peace. Acceptance of the rights of others. This morning, somebody has already, stampeded on someone's right, and the person stood up and said, no, that is not how it should be. This is how it should be. If you remember when the chairman of the nomination committee was saying, this is the scope of our job. This other part is not the scope of our job. That is the part of encouraging members to go ahead, seen as more like canvassing for a particular candidate to come and take up a particular office. But the scope of the nomination committee is that they will conduct this election as many persons who have picked up the nomination form will ensure that everything is free and fair for everyone. The voting is done amicably, and the bylaws are followed from beginning to the end. That will also bring about the positive peace that we will look for during the election. Also, we also have the high levels of human capital. High levels of human capital, we have a lot of it. Also, will encourage a positive peace environment. We have equitable distribution of resources. If resources are distributed right, then you will have a positive peace in that environment. Another one that we also saw happening this morning also, we have good relationship with our neighbor. You can also testify that in your home, in your house, your neighborhood, if you don't have good relationship with your neighbor, you know that there will be an issue. So when your person say that person that cannot even greet, you say, we all know it here in Nigeria, that person cannot even say hello to me. The person keep passing here every day and is my neighbor. What kind of relationship do you have with your neighbor? Also will determine the level of positive peace that you're creating. Then the free flow of information is one of the 8 pillars of peace. If information is not flowing properly, there might be at a point where you will have issues. Somebody will tell you, okay, we have our agent fellow saying this morning that he didn't even know what is happening when the election is going to hold. That means that information was not enough for him to have seen all that has been done. So if information is not flowing freely in an environment, in a community, of course, you may not be able to achieve the kind of positive peace that we are looking for. So we are going to, there's also, in 2022, there was also a research that was conducted on the positive peace index, which is like a snapshot of the global level of positive of peace. So in that snapshot, which I'm going on to remove the slide. In that snapshot, in what we saw, what is happening in that world map, we saw that there is the high level of positive peace, what it led to. The high level of positive peace led to stronger resilience and adaptability. If we have the high level of positive peace anyway, we also have a better environmental outcome. We also have higher measures of well-being. We want to improve our standard of living in Nigeria. This is what we pray that the government should give to us. And we have better performance on developmental goals. We know we have the SDG goals. Those are some of the things that are indicators of the positive things. We have higher per capita income. If we are earning low income, we might actually be bringing about negative peace. But once they are high income earning, of course, that will lead to a high level of positive peace in everything we do. The better business environment also has improved in 2022, according to that research that was done. That was the graph for whatever thing that has been happening between 2009 and 2020. Well, attitude has improved in some certain areas of the country, and some still has remained unchanged. So the next graph will also show you that between 2009 and 2020, there has been an improvement in individual using the internet. This is actually helping to improve the free flow of information. And we have quality of information also has dropped within that range. So the higher level is showing you that there are free flow of information on the internet, and also the quality of information we get on the internet has also really deteriorated. So using and creating a positive peace, I'm trying to rush the whole thing so that we could get all that. So we have global peace, global positive peace. We have global positive peace activities. All right, we have positive peace training, which also had helped me to understand why we need a peaceful coexistence and also promote the positive peace anywhere that I am. We have also partners, trainers in various countries. We have the IEP have also trained over 4,500 ambassadors in 1,106 countries. And we have also free offering online peace academies and IEP ambassador program, which also I want to encourage every one of us, those who can, to be part of that program. Can you move to the case studies? So we have some case studies of something that happened in different part of the world. That is the case study from Uganda. I have to pick that one because I know we have some similar projects that we have done in our club, and we may not have seen it as what that which we have done has created positive peace in that environment. This is a replica of the kind of project we have done in Ajuwo High School, but this was done in Uganda. In Ajuwo High School, the last when our IPP was the president, there was some interviews that were conducted with the principal of the school about all the impact of the project we have done in the school. We started with creating a water and sanitation project in that school. I remember that PPR ensured that that tank was built in that was 2014 in Ajuwo High School. Toilet for them in that 2014, 2015. We also went back to do some tree planting. During 2016, we went back to that school to build, to renovate a hall. I think 5 blocks of classrooms. We did library for that school. We did a science laboratory, the 3 of them, biology, physics, and chemistry. Now, when IPP came up, when he was the president, the Imagine Rotary, we had to conduct an interview. with some of the students, asked the principal to do that. And we discovered that that project that we have done has helped those students to improve their performance in their WAEC. A lot of them has improved on their work, especially that their work exam. Some of them did well in the science arm of it. Some of them can come to school and have a better environment. They are happy to come to school. So all this that we have done has treated towards creating positive peace in Ajuma High School. And we do a whole lot in other places that we do. We have, even in our own personal way of doing, contributing to the society. We also have, for instance, we're going to be sending some students for Ryla. Sending those students for Ryla, they will learn leadership qualities. They will learn quite a lot. And when they come back, they will not be hooligans on the roadside. They will not be miscreants around. So you can see all these little things that we're doing have to create ripple effect in our society. And we cannot afford to stop doing it. Because if we stop doing it, our society will not be a conducive environment for us to live in. I want to all just ask Rotarians that we have continued doing these good works. We have to continue doing it to promote positivity. Just remember within you that the attitude of positive is that to create that impact in your environment, ensuring that your environment is actually also very, very conducive for you to live. So in that there is a formula for peace that I saw. The formula says peace equals to equity times empathy over trauma times conflict, will equals to equity times empathy will give you positive peace. Trauma times, multiplied by conflict will give you threats to negative peace. Let us have this. This is an easy way to remember what positive peace is. Equity and empathy will create positive peace. Trauma and conflict will give us a negative peace. Please let us all try to create that equity and empathy. So I will adjust that we should get involved today. How can you get involved? This is more like another part of the advocacy. You join the global network of dedicated students. Peaceful coexistence is all about. And you contribute to building a more peaceful world, which you're already doing, and you should not stop doing so. And we will go to the last slide. So you get involved. If you want to get more information about getting involved in the Institute of Economic Peace, you can go online and check with them, and I'm sure that you have a whole lot to do. Thank you very much. I cannot move. I wouldn't know if anybody has a question or any feedback. So I can take the floor.
Thank you. President, our PDP. Okay, everyone have done very good work here today. And when we talk about this, it's not something that we'll be tired of hearing. I look at the global index and the global rating of peaceful countries in the world. And when you look at it, you look at the GDP of those countries. Those countries are not actually poor countries. They are one of these countries that you have at least the majority of their citizens above the poverty level. So I want to know what is the relationship between a peaceful society and poverty. What is the relationship? And I also read not too long ago the relationship between being religious doesn't mean that the country will actually be peaceful. The relationship between poverty and also religion. if you look at rating, too, if you look at this peaceful rating, you will see very rich country on that ladder. Now, when you go to religious rating, you see a very, very poor country coming 1, 2, 3, and you see the rich country below that ladder. So what is the relation of that ladder?
That's the question. Okay, fine. Let me just take my thinking has back to when we're talking about positive peace. Talking about the relationship between poverty and a peaceful country. The truth is that a country that is poor will be exhibiting negative peace. That's what it means. Because peace, negative peace is the absence of war or absence of fear, absence of war, absence of violence, or fear of violence. Yeah, that's negative. Negative. But positive peace is an attitude. It's an institution, creating an institution, and also sustaining that institution and structure for a peaceful existence, which is a positive peace. What you have asked, that relationship, the only thing that can improve that relationship is that the government put a structure that will help those who are poor to actually get to a certain level in their life, because they are not experiencing the right kind of standard of living they should experience. In fact, I don't want to just, take our issue, because we start dissecting the issues in Nigeria. You can see that we are way far away from having a positive peace in our country. But that does not mean there is war. Of course, but anyway, we have terrorism backfire in the north. So it means we still, in the global peace index, we have not measured in the right place. Religion institution, if they are not supporting the structure of having positive peace, then they are not doing the job they are supposed to do. So it means that they have not created any paths to bringing us to the point of positive peace. If you look, our formula there says empathy and equity times equity will equals to positive peace. So if anything you're doing does not have the empathy, doesn't have the equity, then we have not done well in promoting positive peace. I don't know if I'm able to hear you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You've done a beautiful job of elaborating on the topic of peace. I just want to make one or two comments. And I would take from your presentation where you said peace is an attitude. A sense of peace is the result of the generation of conflict that has gone unaddressed. So if we have a government that has an attitude of ignoring conflict, then the conflict will degenerate into negative peace and eventually grow into negative peace and then full conflict, because the negative peace, the people are going to be subdued for a while. It's only a matter of time before they bring it out. So I think that the concept of constantly dealing with conflict before it degenerates is a major element that governments, that families, that spouses, that friends, that organizations such as this too need to constantly imbibe, so that we do not get into negative peace and then full-blown conflict and wars.
Thank you so very much, our person in the justice cycle. Please and please, I want us to, if you want to participate in being an ambassador of positive peace, I think this is the time to get engaged in this. And I welcome every one of you who wants more information to come to me, and be sure that I'll provide all the information you need to become an ambassador of peace in our own district. Thank you.
Thank you, my mentor, for the my takeaway from this. You can do one of that, please.
Thank you.
Thank you. My president, just 30 seconds. Richard, please take us back to, I want us to have a takeaway here. And that's that.
The question and answer is go back to the slide.
Your Lordship, I have one question, man. Can we have this slide? sections.
Yes, so the slide should be sent to the platform.
Thank you, that's it.
Please, let's have it on the platform. I want to thank BP Favor Madu, beautiful subject that she dealt with this morning. Peace. This is not something that you wish for. It is something that you make. And that is what we are making in Rotary. Something that you do, that's what we are doing in Rotary. We are creating peace. It's something that you are as an individual, a Rotarian. We're all peace ambassadors. And it's something that you can give away. That is what we are doing, even with our projects and everything that we are doing. So people, Favor Madu, thank you so much. God bless you. This is a thing that we have for free. It has broadened our knowledge. It has increased our personal peace. Thank you. So at this time, I'm going to call on our sergeant at arms to quickly perform quick one, a very, very quick one. Very, very quick. The mic is here. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, my host president. Like you said, let me just make it quick because so many of them have already gone. Let me start on the high table. My king, sir. When the president was introducing our ADG, we were busy somewhere there. You didn't clap. In fact, you did not even concentrate. I don't know, maybe.
My PE, the only thing our PE can do this morning because of time, it is just for him to say something, pronounce something, just give the essay something, so he can leave you alone. Essay, collect whatever my PE give you.
My Rotarian president, fellow Rotarians, guests and friends. My essay, I wasn't distracted. I was actually there on the instruction of our very own delectable, beautiful Rotarian Susie Shijola. I was doing a meeting.
Thank you.
You know, so I was on assignment. I was a Rotarian on assignment. Thank you so much.
You say you're on assignment. The assignment is not starting from public.
It came in.
Thank you. Rotary, I didn't pay. I just step out, step forward. Just step forward. Can you see how people are celebrating though? Can you just
All Rotarians get present, guests and friends. Okay, I should not celebrate myself with 2,000. People are done. People are done. Ogun. Please come through. Please come through. I know you have. Please come over. 2 minutes with this what do they call it? I should now. Odoku the chair of Omole-Golden. My people. This you didn't launch this for us. Look at the red cap. Look at everything. My people, let them see you. Let them see you.
My president, I greet you. And I remain.
Just something.
I've done everything. I told the person that collect money. I'm added.
My people.
You said money and in case of anything.
In case of anything. This is part of it. I celebrate myself with 2,000. All right, thank you. God bless you. Esther, please collect it from her. Rotary people, you are looking so sweet. African queen.
Rotary model. Sorry.
Rotary people is sleeping while we are in the meeting. Fellowship. Oh my. Good morning.
You are welcome.
Throughout the peace talk and peace lecture and everything, Rotary people, you only answer one question, the definition of peace, and that was it. You just took off. Thank you. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. All right, I say omission and commission. 10,000. Please let's give him a round of applause. And let's have how much is left for this morning. Thank you. Okay, while that is going on, please let us we have to call it a day. Thank you all. Please let us be upstanding and where we have our treasurer to give us the toast for the day. Please use the mic.
The total collection is 150.
150,000. Before we close it, the co-president for Ikeja South gave 30,000 naira, and he had already transferred that 30,000 naira. So add it up, please. Add it up. One what? 180. That's a good one. Thank you. So we have our treasurer, Rotary, Sonia Adedokun, to give us the toast for the day. Rotary, Akinrapo, I can hear you. Please.
I donate on our behalf 5,000.
I thought we are going to round it up. 180 to 200,000. Thank God. That's 190. We are going to 200.
5,000.
That's 195. We are going to 200. At 200, we are going to stop it. Oh yeah. 2,000 naira. 2,000 naira. That's 201. No, 2,000 from Wabara, 2,000 from Rotary and Evelyn, 2,000 from Baba Joseph. 201 I have. 1,000, that's 202. Are we going to 205? 205. Rotary and Netola she's rounding. 205. Rotary and Netola, God bless you. God bless you all. Everyone will bless you. So let's quickly see those who have online. We have Rotary Adetuto Guyemi. Thank you for joining us. Rotary Alakunle Adeyemo, thank you for joining us. Rotary Mapo Itan and Rotary Antokwe, thank you all for joining us. So let's have the toast for the day. Thank you.
Thank you, my president. If you have a glass of people, please let's use it. If not, let's use our talks. Guests and friends in the house. To all Rotarians in the house. Rotary Club of Omole-Golden. And Rotary Club of Ikeja South. Rotary Club of Agege. Rotary Club of Badaga. Rotary Club of Akowojon, yes. Rotary Club of Omole-Golden. District 9110. All right. International. The Federal Republic of Nigeria.
FRN.
Thank you, my president.
Thank you. Even though you didn't mention that district for Nigeria, district 9110 is still existing. Yes, we've not redistrict yet. So thank you. So please let us have the club anthem. Then we have the second stanza of our national anthem. Let's go. Omole-Golden come, sharing Rotary around, giving service to humanity. While we'll do Rotary's will, God abide with us still. Service above serving all our way. Come, let us serve. Golden Rotarians come to be happy in service, sharing Rotary always. Thank you. Let us have the second stanza of our national anthem. O God of creation, the great and noble God, thy thou art leaders right. Help our youth thy truth to know. In love and honesty to grow and be just and true. Praise Lord, founded to build a nation worthy and justice shall reign. Thank you, everyone. Please look at the next person beside you and say, your weekend is blessed.
Your weekend is blessed.
Your weekend is blessed. Thank you, Golden Rotarians. God bless you all. Have a blessed weekend, everyone. Thank you.
All right.